All right, welcome to another man's point of view. I am the Space Luchador, and today, hopefully, a short video like I always try, right? 5 traits that are most attractive in high value men, right? Although I always say forget about that dumbass high value thing and just concentrate on the man, right? So let's go ahead and jump in and break it
You
down.
can find the link in the description. It's been open for 2 weeks, and we already have 220 men who have joined the community. So, without further ado, let's talk about a number one characteristic that women find irresistibly attractive. Now, you've probably not heard this one before because people talk about superficial things, but we don't do that here on this channel. And the number one thing is a man who knows how to regulate his emotions and respond appropriately.
Now, that literally is everything I'm trying to show you, right? At least the biggest aspect of them all, because you can't apply any of the Space Luchador program stuff, right? If you can't regulate, let alone understand what's going on in your inner you, right? And this is your sorry ass emotions, your little emotions, right? Now, notice that she said two things there. She said regulate your emotions and then apply said Space Luchador program, right? So understand it's two different tasks. On top of it, you must master it, right? But before we even get there, you must understand this simple premise. This is why I say it's 1 plus 2. You can never act like a 2. What does that mean? Well, you act all emotional. Guess what? You look like a 2. Now, what is a 2 for those that are new to the channel? A 2 is a woman. All right? If you're the man, you're supposed to be the one. You cannot act like a 2 for this premise, right? Now, let's continue. She goes on to give you an example there.
Now, what do I mean by this? When we're talking about road rage, right, we're talking about men who go from 0 to 100. I have a friend who shall remain nameless, but we called him Switch in college. He would have a couple of old fashions, a couple bourbons, and then 2 or 3 drinks later, he would always get into a bar fight. It was almost like clockwork. At one
Now, you get the example, right? From 1 to 100, and this can be applied to literally everything and anything. And if you already understand what I've been saying about women, women will press the button to see if you go from 1 to 100, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter. All right? Just understand you have a button. She will press it, period, to see if you do this 1 to 100 thing. Now, you don't need a big ass thing. So, and I don't need a long ass video, right? So let's go ahead and forward it.
connected with yourself and that you're potentially shut down, that you don't have either shut down or that is applicable to the situation that you're in, to the conflict that you're in. If you are either shut down, opposite side of that,
Talking about the same
a bit
thing.
of a high emotional intelligence, and that there's a part of you actually shut down, or you're like overreacting because typically that means that you have some sort of unhealed like childhood stuff that a part of it's and it's called if it's hysterical.
So, anyways, all that shit she's saying is literally what I basically said in short version, right? All of that is placed upon you. The childhood stuff, the you can't regulate shit, right? You're a bitch. All of
It's
that
typically historical, and that
comes
does
to that.
ring true. So, if you can learn to respond in a healthy, grounded manner, which again I talk about in my community, we have courses that go much deeper into this. It's really going to help maintain safety and trust within a relationship with a woman, and nothing
All
sexier
right.
than a man who knows how to regulate his emotions. Number four,
Oh shit.
or the next one, is decision making. Men should take the lead in making decisions, right? Even in like mundane situations. You all create direction.
Now I want you to understand that decision making goes right back to number one. This is where I lose a lot of people because I never seem to be able to explain this right. All of these traits, keep in mind, are literally bundled into one big ass trait, which I call the man, right? Now understand, when you divide it like this, right? Think, well, you need to have this, but you see, in women world, right? They, yes, just gave you 5 traits, which actually mean, believe it or not, the same thing. That's where I come into play and show you how it works, right? Now, this trait of making decisions, right, will also be applied to your emotional, what is this, emotional intelligence or mastery of your emotions. Because once you understand, right, whatever she throws at you, right, and your little emotions come up, and you can actually grab your emotion by the nut sacks and say, hold it, right? You don't matter. Boom. Then you can make the decisions and adequate decisions for you to move on to the next level. And by this, I mean the next level with her. Otherwise, what's the damn point? Which brings me to a whole nother trait, which I bet it's going to come out later, right? But you get now the point, right? Now let's continue.
And you want to avoid like unnecessary just fights about decision making. Women, I know they say they want to have some control, and a lot of women do, but I think that's kind of a red flag, to be honest.
Here she goes. Understand, she's a woman herself and therefore is no exception. She has to throw in, right, the monkey wrench, right, which defeats her whole 5 traits as soon as she threw the disclaimer. Understand what she said, right? Oh, I know, and it's a red flag. It shouldn't be a damn thing to you. Understand this, right? She has to throw the monkey wrench. Just understand that she has to, right? Just like she has to press the button. Understand, right? Now this continues to make my point.
This really involves you taking your partner's needs into account and incorporating them into the decision making process without.
That's what she mess. See what I mean? Monkey wrench. You gotta take, and it messes with your guys' mindset or ability to understand what I'm saying, right? Because what I'm saying is literally you make the decision, period. And bonus, right? You get the respect because she's gonna push the button. Understand that? She has to push it, right? This is why she then understands if you can go from 1 to 100, or you, oh shit, he controlled his emotions. Now, yeah, she's gonna give you some damn pushback because that's what they have to do. However, it gives you an opportunity to showcase what you're made out of. And that, my friends, is an even bigger trait than all of these combined. But, however, and it sounds weird, all those traits are literally what I just explained right now, right? Put bundled up in one big ass trait.
Without
Let me continue.
forfeiting your own boundaries. So, making a decision for what's best for you, what's best for her, potentially involving her in the decision, but ultimately knowing that like you are the leader.
There it is. Ultimately, your decision.
You have the vision, you know what is good for yourself, your kids. Where I see men falter in this is that they become the people pleaser. Like they
Well, isn't that what you just claimed yourself? See, there it is. You saw it in real time. There it is. She literally gave you the trait, then threw the monkey wrench, then gave you the answer, right? And then contradicted herself. You see, that is what it's all about, the understanding of how it works. Once you see it just like that, it just comes out. There it is. All the shit, the filler. Here's the answer, right? There it is. That's what I must do. That's it. Why? Because it's your job. She did her job. That's it. Understand that, all right? Now, let's continue, right?
they are so afraid of making the wrong decision, and what's on the opposite side of that, that they make a decision, they get blamed for it, or they get, then they don't know how to set a boundary, or they don't know how to say to their wife or their girlfriend, like, don't disrespect me, Or they're asking her for, okay, well, where do you want to go? I'm going to give you like 5 ideas for this date because they want her to have a good time versus just picking a place.
Exactly. Now, what did I just say? Right? You saw that? It was so hard for her to explain what had just happened, right? The botch moment. Because she's basically contradicting everything she said now. Here, I'm trying to jump this damn commercial. All
A
right.
woman doesn't care about the place. I have to tell you guys, if she's interested in you, you could go to Starbucks. It does not matter. When there's chemistry, when there's fire, when there's an attraction there, a woman is going to respect wherever you decide to go. And if she doesn't, if she disrespects your decision making, if she is critical and hypercritical, that is great information for you to have and tells you everything that you need to know.
Ha ha ha. You see that? Look at the shit eating grin. Because she just literally told you two, well, two of the biggest secrets of the universe. Check it out. She literally gave you the problem, right? She threw a monkey wrench on top of it and then said it doesn't matter, right? Because then you get to see the insight, right? The insight of what is actually going on so that you can then do the adequate move to successfully catch the fish and reel it in. Now, I know I probably sounded even more complicated than her, but understand what she said. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play it again just a little bit so you can see. Look at her. Bless her heart. She's all happy.
Wherever you decide to go. And if she
Look
doesn't,
at this.
if she disrespects your decision making, if she is critical and hypercritical, that is great information for you to have and tells you.
See, all the critical shit that she basically threw at you is, yes, information that actually pertains to you. This is what I mean about being emotionally intelligent and being a man. You know what you're doing. Therefore, when you get said information, right, the info, the intel, right, the recon, all of this, then you could apply it to your mission, right? And if you successfully apply the mission, guess what? The fish bites. Boom, you reel it in. Mission complete. Now, yes, it sounds way easier the way I just said it. Applying it and doing it is a whole different thing because you must become a master like myself to understand the cues and get this damn information that you need. But understand that she knows it to be just a fact, which is why she's so happy about it. Now, let's check it out.
You everything that you need to know.
Haha, see? Everything you need to know. That's the recon. That's the damn information. Once you have it, which actually again, one of the mysteries is that it's all this recon is literally recon of yourself. Basically, you are your own cock block. All right, and I know how it sounds, but you are. The woman then probes you, right, for all the cock block activities in you, right? Then she somehow sprinkles it on in her information, right? You, if you have this ability, pick up all the cock blocking activity and you turn them off, right? Basically, turn them off, and therefore you can then continue on with the relationship, right? Or successful date, or whatever the hell it is. That's how it works. I just get you're welcome. Freebie for you. Now, this is way beyond next level. I just gave it to you just like that. Screw it, right? Hope some of you understand what I'm trying to say. Hope, right? Anyways, let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? So the next one is setting the tone of the relationship. And what do I or just setting the tone when you're with a woman, establishing boundaries, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable for you. You know, you are the definer of the relationship culture that you want. right? By setting the tone by your values, your commitments to with her within the relationship, outside of the relationship, to the things that you want to do in life, you get to decide what behaviors are non-negotiable for you and what are negotiable. And you get to set the tone of respect. And when you
Now, what did I just say? Did I not just say this, right? I said trait 1, 2, and now 3 are literally the same. No exception there, right? As you can see, right? There it is. I've been saying it in all my damn videos. And so I'll take this opportunity here, right, to say thank you to new subscribers, right? I've been getting some new subscribers, which is now why I'm doing this video, right? Giving you even more advanced secrets and understand. I want you to see, at the very least, if you don't get the secrets, understand how she can just say things as a matter of fact, right? She gets this, the twinkle in the eye, her little eyebrow goes up, she gets excited, and then goes, "Did you get what I said?" Ha 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 ha, right? She's like, and you're sitting there going like, well, what the hell did you say, right? I get it, I understand. But understand that this is real. That's what I want you to understand. That it's real. And that if you obviously jump on the bandwagon, right? Do the subscription, right? Give me the like, share, help me help you. I'm going to be able to explain it even better, right? Not just me talking and blabbering here, but there it is, right? There it is. That's all the evidence you need. I'm trying to show you, I guess what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to show you a lot of things all at once, right? What is this? Boot camp, right? What is it? Hardcore boot camp. Anyways, let's jump back in
do
the
feel
video.
disrespected, or when you don't play games, when you're very open, honest, and upfront, a woman has no other choice but to come into your frame, come into your life, and participate in it. And if you set a boundary that is not appropriate behavior that she's giving you, then you get to excuse yourself from her life and move on. That's it. There's no fighting about it. There's no name calling. It's just, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I want. And if you're not into that, then unfortunately I'm not gonna have to, I'm gonna have to excuse myself from you. That should be within all of your relationships, by the way, and all of your friendships and in all of your dealings. You get to set the tone on who crosses your boundaries or not. It's not any.
That's what I wanted to say. Well, anyways, there it is. What is she saying literally, right? In a quick explanation, or man explained, right? Is that you must be the man. That's it. You set the tone. You set what you want. You decide at the end of the day, and that goes back to the trait 1, 2, and 3, and maybe 4, and I dare say 5. It literally is. You come in, you state what you want. You don't play these damn mind games, right? Of, well, I don't know. Hey, I want to be your friend. All this stupid crap that doesn't work. It never does. Because they know you're full of shit. Understand that, right? However, you must become what I said, what I've said in all my videos, attractive. Then they go in being attracted to you. They have to bite. It's a whole damn process. But once you understand how it works, trust me, then you could successfully fish, right? With no problem at all, right? Let's continue.
Anybody else's fault. The next one is direction and pacing. So, either two things that I see guys up really mess up on this, whether it's in the relationship or in the dating phase, is they either rush the dating process or they lay back too much.
Now, this is important because everything that I said, right, and including herself, either way, you get the woman version, you get the translated version. Either way, understand at the very least that it is a process and that you must follow the process. There is no other way. This is it. It's been there since day one. I didn't create it, right? Don't give I don't give credit for the creation of it. I just discovered it. That's all, right? And I'm showing it to you. That's all. So understand process. And then a more important thing, timing. Because you can understand the process, you can have all the traits you want. Hell, you can be the man's of man. But if your timing is off, that's it. It's a wrap. None of this shit works, is what I'm saying. That's what she's explaining to you. There's a process and it's timed. All right? Timing. Certain things that you must do at certain points, right? And you must time it just right. And if you do it, oh, I'm telling you, right? The bonuses, right? The spoils, the acolytes, all that shit. The what is it? The trophies. Understand. Next level. But anyways, like I said, this is why it's important, right? Process and then timing, right? Once you understand the process, then you have to work on your timing, right? Because the timing happens in real time as you're there. Now, you can't have the space luchador in your damn ear literally doing the work for you, right? And going, here it is, even though I can, because I can. And I've done it before, but that's not here or there, right? The point is that I can't be everywhere all at once, what I'm saying, right? So you must be able to time it yourself. That's what I'm saying. So let's continue.
So, setting the direction and the pace of your relationship is going to be crucial. You need to clearly create your vision, the goals that you have for yourself. What do you want? It's okay if you just want to be in a situationship, then you get to say that, and she gets to decide if she wants to be a part of that. So ensuring that you're not, pressured into decisions prematurely. If a girl wants to get married or have kids and she's saying that, 3 or 4 months in and you're not ready, that's a really great opportunity to negotiate a need and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm good where we're at right now. Let's just keep doing this and see where we go. I want to be very intentional with you. I want to have a commitment with."
Now, she jumped the gun all the way into you're already in a successful relationship, and now she's trying to have your kids, right? And basically tie your sorry ass down. That's like way down the line. I'm talking about the beginning, right? The dating process, right? You're trying to hook up with this chick. You just met her. I dare say here right now, freebie for you. The moment you start talking to a woman, you're already on a date. That's it. Understand. That's the way it works. You're already on the date. She's already pressing your buttons. She's already checking shit out. That's the way they work. You're sitting there going, "Oh, what's your name?" That's it. Right? Understand that. You're already on a date, right? Now she jumped the gun here with marriage and having kids, but there you go.
with you, but I'm not ready for that yet. So let's like table that and come back to it in a month or two, etc. Having that amount of clear and concise, direct communication with a woman is very attractive because you're going to put her at ease and she's going to go, "Oh, okay. Well, now I have kind of like a time frame where now I
Yeah. Direction and time frame, all that, right? Oh well, we'll get back to it in a month.
have an expectation that he has set, right? He has set the direction, he has set the pace. He knows where he's going, and then she'll be able to follow suit in that. And if she
However, if you do give a time frame of a month, understand she will come back harder, right? Stronger in a month. So you must be ready for that. Understand that as well. Just kicking the rock down, what is it? Kicking the rock down the street, right? At some point, you're going to catch up to the damn rock, period. It's still going to be there. That's the point.
she doesn't, once again, great information to have. This also goes with your relationship. If there's no direction, if there's nothing planned, if there is no vacation, if there is just, you're just kind of living everyday life out like it's Groundhog's Day.
Here's an easy.
Well, there's the, what I call the monkey wrench, right?
This is going to be tough. This is where you start to see things drop off a little bit, the romance drop off. because a woman wants to feel that there is still direction and still pacing within a relationship, even if it's been 5, 10 years. That's the whole beauty about dating. A lot of guys will come to me and they'll ask, like, how do I get the spark back? Or how do I keep things alive again? Or whatever. And I'm like, go back to dating.
Yep. Rinse and repeat, right? And I've been saying this all along, right? This is actually what happens to lucky number 7. So the way it works is literally like she said, right? 5 years is around the time they start going, okay, this is getting stale. At about 6 years, she now has planned, well, this ain't going nowhere. She sets up a big plan on year 6, and then the execution, year 7. That's why you get the lucky number 7, right? Now, this is a whole nother thing, should be a whole nother video, but at around 7, for some reason, that's just, I guess, universal. Year 7, you get hit with one catastrophic situation, right? It's one of those button smashing. She does this out of desperation. Your ass ain't ready for it. Force fed red pill. Boom. Now your whole life just went down the shitter, right? And this is where you get all the red pillars, the manosphere, and all this other shit. But anyways, it's a whole nother thing that I'm not about to get into right now. Just understand that what she's saying is true. Simple answer is, well, you go back to dating. That's the beauty of it. All right? And this is only if you care. If you don't, well, nothing I can do for you, right? But if you care, or maybe it's too late, then you hit lucky number 7. Again, you go back, repeat the process, reel it in. However, understand it's going to be a little different, just a little bit harder, because what you did in the past might not necessarily work for the future. This is a whole nother level, right? Understand all your little tips and tricks and all your shit that you did in the past, she already knows. And therefore, she ain't gonna fall for it, right? Fool me once, heard about it. Fool me twice, there it is, right? Hopefully you understood. Let's move on, right?
When things weren't so clear and cut, and there was a little bit of mystery involved, a little bit of novelty, doing things that were uncomfortable or not necessarily predictable. Go back to dating. That is the beauty of being in a relationship for a really long time, is that it's really easy to get back there. You just
Look at her, she all happy.
have to commit to being the leader and having that direction and pace.
Hell, she's actually taking it personal. She's like, yeah, I wish I had this.
All right, so the last one.
Saw that? Did you see that? There it is, right? For the lack of a better word, she got wet. I'm telling you, this is it. There it is. You don't believe me? There it is. And I could show you millions of videos of the same women, bunch of different women saying the exact same sorry ass thing. This is what they want. This is what they need. Because to them, they relive it, right? It's almost like they relive it. It's a drug. Fixated, right? This is it. That's what they want. There it is. Just redate, re-spark, right? Re-interest, all that shit, re-attraction, right? That's what that all it is. Rinse and repeat. I've been saying it in all my videos. Hopefully
One
catch
that is
it.
the most attractive trait in men, which is just amazing. I love this one, is self-leadership.
There it is. What did I just say? There it is. The most attractive trait seems to be the exact same trait that I've been saying all along. Mastery of self. You, the man, the one who has now mastered and seized the matrix, you can now make decisions, right? You can pick and choose what you want. Oh, she's making you feel like shit. Don't matter. You just wipe it off your chest. Don't matter. What she say? Oh, irrelevant, right? because this is what I want. She can run her mouth all she wants. You already know what the hell, right? So what are you saying, Space Luchador? What are you saying? That I can dodge bullets? Nope. I'm saying that when you're ready, you won't have to. So there you go. If you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe. I know it's a little encrypted. I know it's hard, right? You do have to pay attention. You maybe have to rewatch it here and there, right, to understand what I'm saying. But understand that the secrets are here. All of them. All of them. The answers are also here. All of them. All of them. Right? There is no other way. So, don't matter. Trust me, I looked myself. There ain't. This is it. Right? This all roads will lead you to here at the end of the day. I'm so damn confident because I've tested it over and over again. Came back with the same science, mathematics, all this shit. Right? I've done the work. So just trust me on this one, right? Anyways, and even if you don't, you will come back at some point if you ever want to win. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Comment down below if you don't believe. Give me what do you think? Give me your well, I've done it this other way, whatever the hell. I'm interested. I want to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is some other way. But as for now, there ain't. So there you go, right? So yeah, give me a like, subscribe, share. I know it's a lot of you watch the videos but don't really subscribe. A lot of you also watch the videos but don't really comment for some reason, right? Even the ones you like, no likes. It's amazing, right? But you get some sorry ass woman bashing video. Oh yeah, it went to 10,000 fucking likes, right? Shares every what is it, millions of views. Got all this, everybody jumping on the damn bandwagon, ready to pick up a stone and throw it at some woman. And is that not an example of what she just said about taking it from 1 to 100? Now your butt hurt. You're a bitch. And in the world of fishing, can't have no bitches in the sea. Why? Because it scares the fishes away. So there you go. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next man's point of view.